Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? This is Gregory Walls with his inspirational morning walk. This is Gregory Walls with his inspirational morning walk. For first time listeners, I just come out, get some exercise in the morning, and just share my thoughts with you as I'm walking. But I guess you guys, Cindy, Anderson, good morning. How are you doing today? But as you can see here in the background, it's so cloudy and was raining since Monday. When I spoke to you guys on Monday till now, the rain is just nonstop. It's just nonstop. So it stopped a little bit here right now, and I can get outside, but I'm not going up far away from the house at all. I'll just be right outside here. And today is a day I might just have to go and use my stationary bike. But give me enough time to get outside and just to talk to you guys. I like talking to you guys when I'm outside in the open air. For some reason, it just makes me think better, man. But still a great day. We needed this rain, we needed this grass, because things was really hot. This Hurricane Beta, good morning, Jillian. Hurricane Beta, not hurricane, it was a tropical storm. Beta passed through our area. It yesterday it made landfall, and so hence we get more rain than any other thing. There's a very active hurricane season, so we okay. We used to that. We used to that. We know how to prepare for that kind of stuff. But anyhow, I'm here today, and it's a special day for me today. It's a special day for me today because my son is 14 years old today. My son is 14 years old today, man. Today, 14 years old. And I was just reminiscing there, man. 14 years ago, this today, just about in our time, just about 8:45. Just about a little over an hour from now, when he was born. And I remember, like, that was a Saturday, and Wednesday leading up to that Saturday, it was like on the 21st or 20th or something like that. And the doctor, because my wife was sick, he was okay. He was born at 27 weeks, right? For those who know the story, who supported me through that 27 weeks he was born at. So the doctor said, man, the wife was sick, and they was trying to push her. She went in there like when she was 26 weeks, and they was trying to push her, because they said every hour, every minute, every day he's staying there is a better chance for him and his development, because that's very early, right? Those of you guys who know about that, who've been through the process, that's really early, right? So, and the doctor said, man, you got to talk to y'all that, we got to take this baby now. We can plan on Saturday morning, and we got to tell you guys all the risks that goes on with that. And, when they're so young, the lung is not developed, so they might need increased oxygen, and the increased oxygen could damage the brain, and then all of these, and the eyesight could damage from the oxygen, and this could happen, that could happen, and they give us all, because that's their job, right? They have to give us all the things that could happen. But when it boiled down to about a 10% chance of you being normal, doing the things you're doing right now, right? So that's a scary thing for any parent to hear, but they want to show, we have to tell you this, but medicine gone a far way now, and we see a lot of success, but this is what we have to tell you to manage your expectation, right? So I remember, it's like, okay, no problem. And I remember I left the hospital room and I was walking down to my car for something, and I got so emotional, and a big flood of tears come to my eyes, and I hear this voice in my ear said, Gregory, stop it. This is no time to be sad. This is should be a happy moment for you. This is your first child, which is my only child right now. And all you need to know and be excited about, that you gonna meet your son 3 months earlier than you would have if you had come, as full term, right? And he said, you trust me, I got this. You go out there and be happy. Celebrate his birth, and don't be crying, right? I said, wow, and I just get a sense of confidence after that, man. And I went back to the room after I got back there, and I was telling my wife, she probably don't remember. Mr. Shane Baker, she probably don't remember, because she was out of it. But I said, regardless of how this turned out, one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to question God. We're not going to question him, and through the process, we've been through the process, it's a risky, scary process if you really look at it. But because I had the confidence, that little voice tell me, I was never worried, worried through the whole process, right? And that's when I tell people about volunteers and things that you can do to make a difference, man. I was in that world where I see how simple volunteering can make a difference and be so much help to parents who are going through that kind of stuff there, right? Because you got to work, you got to be at the hospital. You spend 5 months in the hospital before we can bring him home. 5 months. I remember, Mr. Cecil Thomas, how are you doing today? I remember when we brought him home, the doctor sent him home with some oxygen, and the doctor told us, he said, hey guys, this oxygen is not for him, it's for you guys, just to know it's there if you need it, right? It's for you, it's not for him. It's to give you that comfort, because they know how scary it is when you go home. You're not under all these doctors, had 4 doctors watching him at every minute, and that type of level of care. But what I want to say, and I segue into, man, is that, and he come up, God said, I got this one, right? And I know he's saying that to a lot of people when we kids born. He got them, because remember we talked about them Monday. He's saying he know them before they were formed in the womb, right? That's Jeremiah 1:4-5, right? And he said, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as prophets to the nation. So it doesn't, Mr. Miguel Collymore, how you doing? Mr. Keith Tellman, how you doing, right? So it doesn't matter how my son come born at the 27 weeks. God said, I knew him before he was born. I formed him. I appoint him to do whatever I'm going to do. So Gregory, you just step back. Don't get into my business. Be happy that he is born. You get to meet him 3 months early, and that's all you need to know, and celebrate and be happy, right? So I'm trying to tell people, and this is about how kids dream. When he was like 9 years old now, he had all these big dreams, You watching your kid and they got some dreams that, Are you saying, wow? But you know what? I want to tell people, to whom much is given, much is required. And not goes for the person with that who's appointed to do something. The people who entrusted with the care, and that's our parents, godparents, aunts, uncles, whatever, godmother, godfather. To whom much is given, much is required, right? So you got to make sacrifices. We got to make sacrifices for our kids, for them to get where they need to go, right? And don't shut the dreams down. Because remember when he had, I was 9 years old, he told us all these big dreams. The dreams that he have, right? You could have questioned it at 9 and say, you're just talking as a kid. But it caused us to make a serious amount of sacrifice, life-altering sacrifices with jobs, with everything, with schooling and all of that. So I'm here to tell people that some of the dreams that your kids have, or all what they got to do, what they're appointed to do, it might call for some sacrifices on the part of the parents or whoever is entrusted with the care of the child. It can call for some sacrifices. And don't just shut the dreams down because you said, oh man, this is just little Johnny, my son. Why are you telling me all this great stuff you're going to do? And no. God said, I appointed them. I appoint them, right? So you don't shut the dreams down. Listen to them when they're talking, and sometimes they might tell you the dreams clear as day. And you might thinking, they're just talking. I'm not talking about if the kid watch a movie and they see a fireman and say, Mommy, I want to be a fireman. And tomorrow say, oh, they watch a movie or a great story, but a policeman says, I want to be. And I'm talking about that. But listen to those kids. Sometimes they're going to tell you exactly what they're going to be, and it's like clear as day. And just last night, I was watching the CNN, and right here in Houston, and they were talking about the whole COVID situation, and this doctor had died, a female doctor. She just passed away from the COVID, right? And they was talking to the parents, right? And the parents was saying, talking about all that went on. But the part that got me, that's lined up with this message here, when the little girl was 5 years old, Anderson Coupon asked him, so does she always want to be a doctor? The father said, you know what? Since she was 5 years old, she had this little stethoscope around her neck, always walking around playing doctor around the house. It was a toy one. And when she was 12 years old, she got sick and she went to the doctor. And after she got treated, she said, Mommy and Daddy, I want to be a doctor to help people just like how the doctor helped me. She was 12 years old. But remember, since 5, she was walking around with this stuff around her neck, right? That's what I'm saying. A lot of times, these kids, they get what they, sometimes God talk to them and tell them what the dreams. So the dreams that come on them, listen to them, man. Listen to them, right? Listen to them and just encourage them. And don't think, oh, this is a lot of money involved. This is a lot of time. I don't have this time. I don't have this money. Because he's going to line it up. If he appointed them, he's going to line things up. You know, the best part I love to do, like when I'm watching the Olympics or any great, famous person or stuff, I like to hear when they, they get some big award or they win the medal or something, and they're interviewing them and talking to them, and all these whole long line of people where they're talking about that make the sacrifices. I remember mother didn't have nothing to eat and she just gave us this, and she had to work 5 jobs, and this neighbor had to put, and all of these people who helped them along the journey, right? So that's what I'm saying. When God called them to do something, he appointed them. If you don't shut down the dream and you go boldly ahead, he is going to put the people in the way. It's called your destiny helpers, right? It's called destiny helpers. You can look it up. The people who he put along the way to help you to get to where you need to go. I remember Gabby Douglas too. Gabby Douglas, the first African-American or black female gymnast that won the all-around at the Olympics, the American girl here. When I was listening to her story, and she wanted to go, and some of them, that's what I'm trying to say, some of these dreams can require some big sacrifices from people, right? From the parents or the guardians or whoever it is, right? I remember when she had wanted to go and train with the best trainer, but it was in the next state. And she was telling her mother, that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to go and train with the best. If she's going to be the best, she got to train with the best. And the mother was crying. And the mother's mother, which is the child's grandmother, said, what's up, my daughter? She said, man, this girl telling me all these dreams that she have, and she got to go to the next state and train with the best, and she's not settling for anything less, because if she's going to be the best, she got to train with the best. And she said, but I can't afford to send her. I can't afford it. And the mother turned and tell her, man, you cannot afford not to send her also. You cannot afford not to. And she said, just go ahead, find out about the process. Long story short, she found out about the process. There's host families in the state, and, they have all these programs for athletes like that, host families. The family would just volunteer to, take you in and take care of you, make sure you go to school, make sure you go to training at no cost, right? And that's what I'm saying. Don't let the money stop you. Don't let saying I don't have it, because God have your destiny helpers line up out there to take care of us, right? So listen to them, man. Listen to them. Support them with their dreams. And don't think the dream is too big or too small. My theory is, once it's not illegal, immoral stuff they want to do, man, you listen to them and just encourage them along the way. And like I said, some, it's going to be so big, it's going to require people like to move. I see some people had to move out of state to take the kids, the whole root of the whole family, to take them because of one, the kid's dream that requires something that they don't have in that area. But they live to talk about it. Those people go on and do the great things and touch the lives that they need to touch, right? And so it might not be a coincidence that the niece come in your part, that you got to take care of your niece, or some grandchild, or some adopt someone, some friend child that'll lean on you, and you got to help them. You know what I mean? You are their destiny helper. God probably put you in their path to help them, even if he bring you in the house, even if you have to take them in your house full time, or you just have to help them along the way. You are their destiny helpers, not by chance. You got to help that kid or help the grandkid or take them in your home because the parents not doing what they need to do, right? You are their destiny helpers, man. And it's so sad, and I'm really, really hearing you talk a lot about this, because I see a lot of kids' dreams. A lot of kids. I don't know if we see the best people in the profession, some of the best singers, dancers, doctors, lawyers. I don't know if we saw the best, because there's a lot of kids never get to realize their dream because some parents did not believe in their dreams. There's a lot of great parents out there who are doing a lot of great stuff and supporting the kids. I'm around a lot of them. But I'm saying, man, don't say the dream is too big. Don't say little Johnny can't go and do this because he just born here, and that takes money, and this takes a certain class of people and a certain color of people to do that. No, man. Just stop that, man. Just support these kids and the dream, man. Do what it takes. To whom much is given, much is required. And that goes for us as parents and us as guardians. If the bigger your kid's dream, the more sacrifices you got to make. But just know, just like what God whispered in my ears when my child was born at 27 weeks, he said, I got him. you go and be excited. You go and be happy. Enjoy his birth. I got him. And that's what he's saying to these kids. I got them. You just don't shut the dream down. Encourage the dream. And I'm going to put the destiny helpers in that way to get them where they need to go. Remember the story of Joseph or baby Jesus, right? In Matthew 2:30, when God come to him and said, hey, get out the tongue. Right? When they were gone, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. He said, get up. He said, take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him. See, God looking out for him. And God said, take this child away. This is a special one. You take him away. And then he come back in Matthew 2:19 and 20. And he said, after Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, get up, take the child and his mother and go to the land of Israel, for those who were trying to take the child's life are dead, right? See, he's going to protect us along the way. In this way, he sent an angel to give But Joseph could decide, I'm doing that, God. This child's not even my child. I ain't got time with that. No. But Joseph listened, and he take the child, and that's what God is going to do. But he's going to use human people right here to put in our line destiny helpers to get us where we need to go. Guys, so I just want to encourage you guys, listen to those kids, listen to the dreams, and just encourage them along the line. Sometimes they're going to tell you exactly clearly what they're going to be and how it's going to be done, just like how my son told me. And we got to make serious sacrifice. We could get into what that is in the next time. I don't want to go on too long. But guys, enjoy your guys' day today. Enjoy your Wednesday. Our rain should be over here today. They said by midday time, everything should clear up. So for Friday, I should be nice sun and get back to doing my full-time walking. I got to go and jump on the stationary bike today to get my exercise in. But guys, have a great day. Mr. Shane Baker, thank you for watching, guys. Enjoy your Wednesday, and we'll talk again on Friday. Goodbye.